Alright. Wir gehen jetzt. Oh, alle, die wir gerettet haben.
Hey, you two. Thanks again for rescuing us. Osawe, look who it is.
Thank you. Oh, don't mention it. Just glad you're okay. I also gotta say thank you to the other people who helped us. What were they called? Fatui. Yeah, that's it. The Fatui. They were also amazing.
Yeah, in the past, my impression of the Fatui wasn't exactly positive. But this has really changed my perspective. Good people can be found in every organization.
It's the Yunkasur we've rescued! You made it back! Oh, that's such good news!
Süß. Das ist
What's
cool.
the status? Do we have enough medical supplies left?
We're almost out. There are still the emergency supplies, but they're reserved for the doctors and soldiers. We can't touch those.
I know. All right, well, give me my share at least. Ah, it's you. Glad to see you're both all right.
Geht's deinem Sohn?
No idea. Communications have dried up, and there are too many wounded people to attend to. But I trust him. I know he'll make the right call even when the going gets tough. He's my son, and I'll always be proud of him.
Vielleicht hat er es nicht geschafft. Tut mir leid, falls ich da die falsche Entscheidung getroffen habe.
May the Wayub grant you peace, and may songs be sung of your life's journey. We give thanks for the gift of your life and ours, and we look forward to meeting you again one day in a world of wonder and beauty.
I'm so grateful Mayawell is here. With her expertise, we were able to treat a lot more people. But I'm worried she's overdoing it. She hasn't stopped this whole time. I need to get someone else to step in so I can persuade her to take a break.
Ach,
It's
der
you two.
sein...
Fantastic. I'm so grateful for all your encouragement. So many people in Natlan see it as an honor to fight the Abyss, but then they let the excitement get to their heads and end up putting themselves in great danger. You were right. It's important to fight, but it's also important to stay alive. We fight for the people we love, and also for the chance to see them again. I shared your thoughts with my brothers in arms, and they were inspired too. Now everyone's fighting with more determination and we're turning the tide. So once again, thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
Ach, gerne, gerne. Das ist halt ein netter. Oh, die ganze Gang.
You're okay! Oh, thank goodness! We were worried sick about you guys.
So you made it to safety, huh? Was it a smooth journey?
Not exactly. We ran into a bunch of abyss monsters and had to fight for our lives. But I gotta hand it to these folks. They really rose to the occasion.
Guess the old muscle memory's still intact.
I feel very lucky to be alive. We have to keep surviving, so we can start to take back what we've lost. You guys better make sure you keep surviving too.
Merci beaucoup. Super. Kann man wirklich die Leute sehen, die man gerettet hat? Das ist eigentlich ganz cool gemacht. Let's go. Letzte Szene.
Everyone, are you ready? A bitter war lies ahead. Our victory begins in each of your minds. So may no further lives be lost, and no one else may to suffer the loss of their loved ones.
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with the gaze of all Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
stone engraved in echoing peaks. Converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn. For flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
A hero scaled the volcano to seize the sun. Anointed with flames, she shone with the light of 1,000 stars. Now, guide me in my first step.
Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism, and send him off with this final tribute. For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
My life's suffering shall be my epitaph. To remember the pain I endured, and finally, transcend it.
Heroes of the ages! Our moment has finally come!
Okay.
We unite as one!
Baptized by the Turnfire.
Bearing an ancient blessing. Knowing true power.
And accepting a fate of devotion.
We embrace the transcendent flame.
For Natlan!
For Natlan!
In the name of the Pyro Archon Halloran, I declare the Night Wars underway! The Ode of Resurrection will guard all life till the war is over!
Haberim. Das ist ein schöner Name. Das ist der Dämon-Name, aber. Alrighty.
That is an outright scary level of power.
So, from now on, all warriors will be able to resurrect themselves using the sacred flame.
That's right. No more casualties.
It's time to wipe the enemy off the face of the earth.
And to reclaim our lost territory.
We'll come with you.
Paimon, traveler. I'm so grateful you got to us when you did. You gave Koichi the chance to say those words to me before the end. If I'd lost control out there in the wild, this counterattack might never have been possible.
Probably best not to think about that. More importantly, how are you feeling now? Any better?
Wahrscheinlich nicht.
Not really. But now's not the time to deal with it. In the spirit of VUCA, I have to rise above it. The conflict and suffering in me are there to test my character. My struggle will make me stronger and make me the person Koichi believed I can be.
Oh.
All right, let's go show the Abyss what human beings are made of. They'll be sorry they messed with Natlan after we're through with them.
Moment of birth.
Mal von Gozoitos, was auch immer das heißt.
Hold the line. By royal decree.
Burst forth.
Ooh, look at aerial support from Mavuika. Look how powerful she is now. It's borderline unfair.
Borderline unfair.
For the wicked. Come into being.
Allow me. Covenant of the Deep. Let's move out.
my power to destroy the Abyss tumors.
Got it! Thanks for the backup!
Oh, das ist befriedigend.
Let's go, Toronto. Backup has arrived. All right, give him hell. Vengeance for Koichi.
Säuberungsaktion. Komm ja schon, die zeigen mir den Weg.
Kachina, over here! I'll send you up, it'll be quicker!
Head with the others. I just need some more time, I promise. I won't hold things up.
Oh, Roron! Leave the vegetables and aphids behind, you dimwit! It's too dangerous.
Ja, macht's einfacher.
Hey, you're back.
That sacred flame has got me pretty fired up. I'm ready to butcher a whole army of monsters. Everyone, death is now off the table. So charge! Let's give them everything we've got.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Feel this ancient power.
The Children of Echo's territory is secure. All monsters down.
All good here at the People of the Springs, too. We crushed it! Masters of the Night Wind are also safe. Should I go support the Flower Feather clan?
Things are still pretty rough over there. I'm already en route.
No need. I just dealt with it.
Already? But you were just at the stadium!
Yeah, well, you have no idea how long I've been itching to bash some heads in.
Oh! Fair enough.
Ian-san,
Diese
what should we do about the
Comic
collective
Relief.
planning?
So
Your
ein bisschen.
home's a long ways away from the stadium. Oh, no need to worry. I just heard from Veresa. She says they're safe now.
Yeah! Their only game plan was to outnumber us, and that ain't gonna work now that we have the Ode of Resurrection on our side!
Sie haben erkannt, dass die Ode der Auferstehung das Blatt gewendet hat. Sie werden versuchen, das heilige Feuer zu
We
zerstören.
ain't gonna let them get away with that. Friends, let's gather at the stadium.
More Abyss tumors have descended, all near the stadium. Let's split up and take them out. Oh, we need someone to guard the main entrance.
All right, this is the final battle.
Bummi ist Profi.
Oz revealed! Scrub! Scatter! Next custom... Hold the line!
Der kaputte Mond. sind die zwei.
We won! We won!
Everyone, we are gathered here to celebrate a glorious victory. It is a victory forged by each and every one of us, and we should all be proud of what we have accomplished. We emerge victorious from another crisis to declare, our beloved Natlan is saved!
Woo! All right!
Oh, es gibt noch 4.3.
I must
Wer weiß.
caution that this war is not yet over. We have not destroyed our enemy, merely driven them further into the depths of the Night Kingdom. But the Abyss underestimated Natlan's forces, and they have suffered a devastating defeat. It will be a long time before they are able to pose a threat to us again. After making some preparations, I will launch my final counterattack. I shall strike them in their lair and wipe them out for good.
Oh, man.
Wait, Archon, are you saying you're going alone?
Yes. The abyssal energy there is too strong. Contact with it would be instantly lethal to anyone else. I'm sure you're all still fired up, and you must be eager to take the fight home to the enemy. But I must ask you to temper your ambitions. I will return victorious, for all of us.
It's kind of a shame that we can't join in with a final showdown.
Please, look at the bigger picture. Thanks to every one of you, we have already secured an enormous victory. Tonight, we should celebrate to our heart's content.
I guess if our lives are no longer at risk, things can basically go back to normal, right?
That's good enough for me.
When the time comes, I will gather everyone here again. Now, let us also remember those who gave their lives fighting for our nation. Once the last dregs of the Abyss are wiped out, I intend to give them the grand funeral they deserve. An ancient name could never record the many who we lost. But no hero of Natlan should be forgotten.
If I may, let's have a moment of silence for the fallen.
Lastly, there is one more person I must thank for his extraordinary support in our time of need. And that is the captain.
Speaking in a personal capacity, I should like to offer my sincere congratulations on your victory.
Well, everyone, please enjoy the victory feast. I hope it's a chance to relax your minds and rekindle your spirits, so that we may face what lies ahead with renewed vigor.
Wow. Das war toughy.
You did a great job, Kachina. Oh, you're much more confident now. Seems like winning the pilgrimage gave you a real boost.
I spoke to your mom and dad. They were singing your praises. They said the world's your oyster now. How are things at the People of the Springs base? There are some casualties, but the overall mood is very positive. I reckon they'll start rebuilding pretty soon.
Same situation for the Children of Echoes.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it together.
Let's hope that their sacrifice marks the beginning of a new age for Natlan. An age of unprecedented peace.
I must congratulate you on your efforts during this war. I'm told you have proven yourself to be an outstanding adventurer and warrior. You remind me of the princess. Similarities in your approach are striking, especially when you told me you wanted to win. I hope you will see her soon.
Danke.
Hey, Auroron! How are the Masters of the Night Wind doing?
Granny Sealolly's been there the whole time, and she's a tough one. I think we should be fine. I'm sure there'll be some patching up to do, though. That's a job for the young folks.
Do you need support from the Fatui?
Probably not. There are a lot of older folks in our tribe, and I suspect they would find your comrades' presence a little distressing.
Right, 'cause often they look like a bunch of intimidating thugs.
Well, also in my tribe, excessive use of elemental energy is bad for your eyesight.
Oh, right. Okay.
Jansan und Kinich, die beide nicht reden. Ich habe im Moment nicht die Nerven dafür.
Unless you want to get punched in the face. What is it with you, Ahau? Why are you so incapable of being nice?
Ja, ein paar Weintrauben für deine Mühe. Die Boden sind am schlimmsten betroffen. Aber glücklicherweise haben sich viele bereit erklärt, in Teilzeit mitzuhelfen.
The Collective of Plenty was the furthest from the Abyss's entry point, so they didn't have as many monsters to deal with. From what I hear, they got off relatively unscathed. But it might have been a different story if Chaska hadn't gotten there when she did. That's good to hear. All's well that ends well.
Polly. Okay, reden wir mit Mavuika noch. Zuletzt. Sind auch alle, die ich gerettet habe, da. Die ich nicht gerettet habe, halt nicht.
Welcome.
You seem a little out of sorts. Are you just tired, or...?
I guess I am. You know, when I was up there in the sky, I could see all of Natlan stretching out below me. I just... If only I'd been quicker. Maybe they wouldn't have... And Koichi. Maybe she'd still... I'm sorry. Now is not the time for that. Fruit juice, right?
Make it a large?
So ist jetzt vorbei, ist auch okay.
True. My 500-year plan has almost come to fruition. Just one last step to go. Namely, my final battle against the Abyss. But battle is second nature to me, so I'm not feeling a huge amount of pressure.
It was so awesome. The way you exploded that thing in the sky with one almighty punch! Are you always gonna have that kind of power from now on?
Oh, that was the Divine Throne unleashing my full potential. And it was only temporary. I can't wield that power for any length of time. My body wouldn't be able to handle it. Likewise, the amplified power of the Ode of Resurrection was also temporary. From now on, it's back to ancient name-bearers only. Correct. We dealt the Abyss a critical blow. So for the time being, it's too weak to sustain regular invasions. I hope the people will be able to enjoy this period of peace. Or rather, assuming all goes to plan, eternal peace. We've had centuries of war with the Abyss, and it's high time we brought that chapter to a close. Anyway, there's something I've been wondering about. I know you've been at the center of some major events in other nations too, and fought many powerful foes. In this war, you were in the thick of it once again, dashing around tirelessly, supporting the fighting on all fronts. So tell me, what drives you to do this as a mere traveler passing through?
Weil Paimon es hasst.
For a cause that's not your own.
Wait, what's this got to do with Paimon?
He's just showing how much you mean to him, in his own way. What I'm really trying to say is, I would love for you, with your extraordinary talent and your sense of justice, to join me in this final step. You and I together, finally putting an end to the ever-looming threat of the Abyss.
Würden wir dann nicht automatisch die Schwester treffen, was ungünstig wäre?
I also don't want to take advantage of your good nature and readiness to help others. The final battle will be very dangerous, and you have the rest of your journey to consider. I'm sure you must
Nicht,
be
dass wir die
weary.
Seiten wechseln.
Sleep well tonight. Let's talk again tomorrow in the speaker's chamber. I'll give you more details on the final battle, and then I hope to hear your verdict.
Uiuiui. Du musst schlafen wie ein Stein.
Hey, Traveler, Paimon. There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, hey, Sweet Lolly. What's up?
Listen up. I have something really important to tell you.
Are you serious?
Also muss sie sterben.
Natlan must pay the price for Mavika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mavika's death can clear the debt. I had thought that the Ruler of Death might have a change of heart after seeing the people of Natlan come together and fight so bravely. But even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone. I had to know your thoughts. I want to save her, but I can't do it alone.
Ich gucke mal, was ich mache.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a little better. Thank you for standing up for us. There's clearly something special about you, so if anyone has a chance of defying the rules, that would be you. Oh, and please don't breathe a word of this to Mavuika. I'm sure she's well aware of the cost of using the Divine Throne's power. But if she finds out that anyone else knows, it could ruin our chances to help.
Got it. Mum's the word.
Alright, that was the last major item on my to-do list. Now, since I've come all this way, I think it's finally time for a well-earned drink.
Go easy, though.
Don't worry, I said a drink. That means just one.
Als ob.
All right, you little munchkin. If you keep pestering me, I'm gonna have to get serious. I get 100 kids a day telling me they want to be the next Pyro Archon. Why should I train you? Nagging isn't gonna accomplish anything. No one can predict the future, and unless you have some exceptional jaw-dropping talent I'm unaware of.
I can shoot those cornflakes in your kitchen from right here.
Don't be ridiculous. You couldn't make that shot from all the way over here? Wait, hold on. You could hurt someone with that. Well, I'll be. You made the shot. The science of the canopy raised him tough. That's some real skill you got there, little lady. Maybe you really will be Pyro Archon one day.
Die Story geht ziemlich schnell voran. Jetzt haben wir wieder einen Abschnitt, wo wir Mavuika mehr bekommen als Charakter.
See this? I'm the first one of us to get an ancient name. And it's not just any ancient name, but Malipo. If you ask me nicely, there's still time to join my team for the pilgrimage, you know. No need to scowl. You lost and I won, it's no big deal. You want me to be happy for you when your turn comes, right? So cheer up.
I'll get my own ancient name soon enough. And it'll be an even better one than yours.
Oh, really? Well, good luck with that. What ancient name could beat Malipo in our tribe? Unless... surely you don't mean Kiongozi?
Ein Treibstoff genannt Schicksal. Interessant, dass sie es so benennen, ein Treibstoff. Aha, also ist Schicksal ein Treibstoff für das ganze System.
Fantastic. Can't believe I beat you in a wrestling match for once. Can't be more than a few days now until you're officially made the Pyro Archon. Imagine me trying to schedule a wrestling session with you after that. Excuse me, Pyro Archon, but would you be able to take a day off from running the nation to wrestle with me?
Ach so, die Erbin von Jansan.
I heard
Andersrum.
that the Pyro Archon inherits the knowledge stored in the sacred flame. And apparently it can change your personality. I can't help but feel a little worried.
Worried that you won't be able to beat me in a wrestling match anymore?
Why would I be worried about that? Never mind. Clearly I'm just overthinking things. Why would you forget about me just because of some new job? even if that job happens to be Archon. Come on, one more round.
After the darkness will come the dawn.
Mavuika ist echt hübsch. Ich weiß aber nicht, ob ich sie pullen werde. Mal gucken, wie ihr Skillset ist.
No one fights alone.
For Natlan!
Look at the sky! It's getting brighter at last!
We walk the righteous path, and the Pyro Archon will guide us.
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. I have done what is required of me. The rules are now written into the Night Kingdom, and this will help you to stand against the Abyss.
It is still not enough. All this can do is give my people courage. It will not see us through a true catastrophe.
Xbalanque ist der erste. Also der vor 500 Jahren.
If you are to make the Natlanese alone bear the consequences of a broken world, you will have to bring more to the bargaining table.
You are the greediest human I have ever met, and the fiercest negotiator. No other would seriously ask to borrow my power. My domain is death, and its power comes at a great price. The question is, are you prepared to pay?
I need that power. Only a hero can truly wield it, and heroes are not afraid of dying.
No, a fear of death is ingrained in all living things. If the wielder of this power cannot conquer their fear, countless innocent lives will be claimed in their stead. For only then can the price be paid.
Mavuika hat aber schon ein Trial Run sozusagen, also einen Probelauf, in dem sie ihre Identität halt, ist sie ins Feuer gegangen und erst später wieder geboren. Also es ist schon...
Those are the rules.
Mine is a nation that will not yield to the Abyss, and it will certainly not yield to your rules. As their culture and civilization is transmitted through the generations and their faith grows, the people will go from strength to strength and reach heights that even I cannot dream of.
Very well. I shall agree to help you. But I am merely a shade, and I do not have as much freedom to do as I please as you might think.
Then what do you propose?
Keep this a secret. If I am questioned about it, I will deny all involvement and claim that treacherous Xbalanque stole my power.
That will not be a problem. Thank you. I am glad we could reach an agreement.
Interesting.
Come in. As you know, I've asked you to come here to discuss the task of wiping out the Abyss. Oh, but first, any progress on the ancient name?
Yes.
I'm surprised she was willing to help you, and by extension me. I'm very grateful to her.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the whole point of the ancient names for winning that huge battle? Why would the Travelers still need one by this point?
That's right. The Abyss has retreated to the depths of the Night Kingdom, a place that has long since been corrupted by abyssal energy. If we don't finish them off and restore the ley lines, the threat they pose to Natlan will remain. The battle we fought yesterday, we may one day have to fight again. This is the fate Natlan has always been resigned to. For thousands of years, we have struggled on the brink of a looming darkness and never known true peace. But this time, I want to break the cycle and free us from this fate for good. With the sacred flame, I can protect myself from the abyssal corruption, but beyond that, you are the only other person who can resist it. If your ancient name can't be forged, I will go alone. But if it can, I'd really love your help.
Funktioniert die Urteil-Wiederauferstehung?
Not completely. After all, the Night Kingdom is still plagued by abyssal corruption. But when I used the power of the Divine Throne, it dispelled a lot of that corruption. Plus, your ancient name is a special case, so the Lord of the Night will take special care of you. In short, the Ode of Resurrection still has a number of limitations, but I can promise that it will work reliably on you.
Whoa! Are we forgetting something here? What about Paimon? What's her place in all this?
Du wirst zurückbleiben müssen.
What? You mean we'll be separated?
The Abyss is extremely devious. If you two go there together, you can bet they'll make Paimon their primary target just to put us in an impossible position.
Paimon wasn't that worried, but now she's petrified. What will you do without me?
Ich werde total Wrack sein.
Okay, well, Paimon needs to think about this because you're really asking a lot of her, but we'll give Paimon some time and she'll do her best to rise to the challenge.
I greatly appreciate it. Everyone in Natlan knows how important this final battle is. You will be remembered and revered long into the future. If you have any other questions, please ask away.
Oh, bitte. Gib mir Optionen.
As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
Ja, über den Fake Sky.
False sky. I have heard this expression before, but I think this was the first proof of its existence. I think there's a lot of investigating to be done to understand what the fragments behind the sky are and why they were hidden in the first place. However, from what the Adventurers Guild tells me, neither the split sky phenomenon nor the fragments have ever been observed in any other nation. My guess is that the Heavenly Principles wants them kept a secret. I just hope they don't cause me any trouble over it.
Oh, we should be fine. We did something much crazier back in Fontaine and we're still here.
Well, that's good to know. Anyway, the line I'm going with for the masses is astronomical anomaly. And I don't expect much of a backlash. Meanwhile, we can look into it at our own pace.
Interesting.
As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away. That wasn't their souls we saw, but a snapshot of them in time. All the work of the ancient name engravers 500 years ago, who made some special modifications to their names. Their souls returned to the Night Kingdom long ago, and will have been reborn in Natlan since, albeit in a different form. For all we know, they may have already lived many new lives by now, and so, even though we will never meet again, they will always be by our side in one way or another. I think that gives another layer of meaning to the phrase, "no one fights alone." As I've said, if you have any other questions, the work of rebuilding is underway, and people are flocking to join the effort. With everyone rallying together, I'm sure it won't be long before there's no trace left of the damage done by this war. The healing process, on the other hand, that's a bigger obstacle to overcome. Many are grieving, and there's simply no replacing the ones we lost. As the sun rises once more and we rediscover the ability to believe in the future, we must never forget their sacrifice. As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask. We have a temporary alliance, but I can tell that saving Natlan is not his only goal.
Yeah, Paimon still doesn't get why saving Natlan would be so important to him in the first place. Unless he's just a good guy who wants to avoid another Conria. But somehow Paimon doubts it's that simple.
I wouldn't worry too much. Based on all the interactions we've had with him and knowing more about his background, I have a lot of respect for him. I don't think he has any ill intentions. Now, we should focus on the final battle. As I've said, If you have any other questions, please ask away.
Viele noch, aber ich habe keine weiteren Fragen natürlich. Hier wurden uns einige Konzepte erklärt, die sehr viel früher aufgemacht wurden mit dem Schatten und solche Sachen. Also und wieder ein bisschen Kanria. Also dann Mavuika. Ciao, Kakao.
The outlander with deep ties to this land returns. And this time, he is alone.
Oh.
The power that the Pyro Archon used to strike back at the Abyss came from the Ruler of Death. From what I know of her rules, she will demand death in return.
How do you know of this? I see. So, the Ruler of Death sent you on your long journey.
Natlan still has a final battle to fight, and I too have a final foe to face.
Mysteriös.
For the sake of those countless lost souls, and a hope for Natlan's future, I need your help.
Oh. Das war sehr ominös, das war richtiger Cliffhanger vom Feinsten. Akt 4 abgeschlossen, das hat lang gedauert, länger als ich dachte. War aber cooler als ich dachte. Oh, Koichis Grabstätte. Ich habe die Leute verloren, die hier stehen. Hier. Pyjama. Okay, gar nicht so viele Leute gestorben, aber sind ein paar gestorben. Okay. Ich würde sagen, ich kann mir jetzt endlich meine Belohnung gerade noch so abholen. Die hatte ich nicht mehr so viel Zeit für. Und ja, was soll ich sagen? Das war eine sehr gute Quest. Vor allem das mit dem Krieg, mit der zweiten Phase hat mir gut gefallen. Das erste war eher, okay, wir haben Zitlali noch kennengelernt und ein paar Konzepte und ein bisschen Capitano. Es war alles noch ein bisschen unklar. Und der zweite Teil hat mir viel besser gefallen, weil man mehr in Aktion gehen muss und das Handeln auch eine gewisse Konsequenz hat, was ich auch gut finde. Ja, dann schaue ich mal. Morgen ist ja die Ankündigung für den nächsten Patch. Danke auf jeden Fall fürs Zuschauen. Das war's erstmal von mir. Und wir gucken mal, wie es weitergeht mit der Story. Ich bin nicht so stark gehuckt wie in Fontaine, weil die Story ein bisschen schnell erzählt wird und man halt jetzt nur in dieser Map war bislang. Und es wäre wahrscheinlich schöner gewesen, wenn es schon einen anderen Teil gäbe, weil jetzt diese Geschichte schon ziemlich auserzählt wirkt, aber ich kann mir auch vorstellen, dass es nicht so sein wird. Also ja, hier sieht man nichts mehr von dem kaputten Himmel, oder?
Going out into the world and investigating, turning the unknown into the known. I miss this feeling.
Ja, anyways, ja, bis zum nächsten Mal.